computer. Okay. Okay, I think it has started. So now let's see how we can, or how we create those VLANs on these different end devices. Okay. Now we can say it is now creating or naming VLANs. You first create, after creating those VLANs, then you can name them. Okay. You first create and then you name. So you can click on this switch here that we have. Let's say configure terminal, config T. Okay, then you say VLAN. You can say VLAN like this. We can give them numbers. Okay, you can give them numbers. You can say VLAN 10, this one, or you can say VLAN 20, or you can say VLAN 15, you can say VLAN 5, whatever you want. So me have said VLAN 10, and then I can give it a name, and I say name accounts. Accounts like this. Okay. Then I can say exit. Okay. Then I want to check whether this VLAN has been created. This VLAN 10. VLAN 10. Let me see whether it has been created. Sorry, you can say exit again. Then you say show VLAN. Okay, so I'm trying to see whether my VLAN has been created. VLAN 10, which is for accounts office. It is here now. It is created. Okay, it is active. A VLAN name here, you see, it is accounts office or accounts. Then the VLAN number, it is VLAN 10. Then we have the default VLAN of this switch, which is VLAN 1, and the name is default. This is a default VLAN. This default VLAN is assigned to all these interfaces on the switch. All the interfaces on the switch, they are still on default VLAN. Okay, they are still on the default settings of these different configurations, the default settings or the default configurations of this network or network device or the switch. So all these interfaces here you are seeing here from 1 up to, there are 24. The first Ethernet interfaces, they are all assigned to default VLAN, which is VLAN 1. Then other 2 GB Ethernet interfaces here. Okay. So we want to, now we have this one, only one, which is for accounts office. We want to have even for quality assurance and for admissions office. So we still have to create more VLANs. There will be 3 VLANs there. Okay. There will be 3 VLANs. Then we can say VLAN. I can put 20. Then I say VLAN. I say name. Then quality assurance. Quality. Don't space the name, please. You don't space the name. Then I can say exit once. Then I say VLAN 30, the third one. Then I can say name, then admissions office. I can just put admissions. Then I say enter, then I can say exit. Is it the correct spelling? No, not the correct spelling for exit. You can exit twice, then you say show VLAN. You want to check whether your VLANs have been created. So you see we have 3 of them that we have created. These ones for accounts, accounts office, quality assurance, and then admissions office. But we don't have any interfaces assigned to these different VLANs. So we have already created them. We have named those VLANs. We have, they have their names already, and then the numbers, but they don't have any interfaces assigned to them. Okay, so we need to now assign those interfaces to these VLANs. You see, we have only two computers or 2 PCs on this, on each department here that we have, only 2. So we must have these different VLANs or different interfaces assigned to these different VLANs. I want to show you how you can assign an interface to a VLAN. Like you have a port that, this port is using, or it is being used by accounts office. It is on a switch. It is being used by the admissions office on that very switch. So you can do this now. You have this switch of yours, which is in Ndeje. You say configure terminal. Then you can say interface. I'm assigning an interface to a VLAN. I want to first assign only one before we go very far. Okay, so you can say interface. No, you can say the spelling is wrong. Interface. Then you say first Ethernet. We can assign which interface now. Should we assign to VLAN 10? We can give it the first one, which is 0/1. Okay, 0/1. You say enter. Then you say switch port mode access. Switch port mode access. Then you say switch port access. It is access VLAN. Now you show the VLAN that you want to assign to this interface. It is 10 that I've started with. Then you can say exit. Then you can check by writing this command. Okay. You can say do show VLAN. Is here. So I have assigned, or I've assigned this VLAN 10, which is for accounts office, to interface first Ethernet 0/1 of this switch. Okay. Interface first Ethernet 0/1 of this switch. When you check here on this switch here, these are the interfaces that we have. Are you seeing them? Are you seeing these interfaces here? Okay. So they are the ones here that we have. They're the same here. Those are ports. Those are network interface cards that we have on this switch here. Okay. So I have assigned an interface to this VLAN. I want you to know this or to remember this. We assign or we attach all these commands in most cases. Actually, in all the cases, we attach or we do configurations on these different interfaces, network interface cards, or the ports, not the whole switch. No. These commands are assigned to different interfaces or the network interface cards, not the whole switch. That's why we are bringing this interface here, okay, the first port to this accounts office. Now I want to show you how you do assign a number of interfaces to a certain VLAN. You can have, let's say, you have a switch and it has 24 ports like this one. And you say that for you want to have 10 or let's say 8 ports from here up to here. Okay? Or assigned to accounts office. Okay, and you are saying that this switch, it has 24 ports, but you want only 8 ports to connect PCs or computers of accounts. Okay, you have one switch, but it is being used by different departments. But those different departments, they should not share information, or they should not, share resources. Now, what you do, we are trying to make sure that we create now independent networks within that very switch or within that one network that we have. So here, that's why we try now to group them, we separate them. We are saying we are creating VLANs. These are the VLANs that can help us do this now. So we have one switch and we are saying it has 24 ports, but we want only 8 ports connecting only accounts offices or accounts computers. Then we get other ports also connecting another department or another office, let's say quality assurance. Then we get other ports. So we can say now from port 9 going up to 16, it is connecting computers of quality assurance only. And they are not sharing information with these computers of, let's say, accounts office. And they are not communicating. And we have these computers connecting these ports from 17 and up to, let's say, 24th here. And these computers, they are communicating within only their admissions people. These ports are connecting admissions computers that they use in their offices, and they can only share. Sorry, I think I was off a bit, sorry. So now, this is what we are doing. Now, I want us to see how we do assign a number of ports to a different or to a certain VLAN. Okay? Have you got the logic, what I'm trying to explain? Are you getting me, guys? Okay? So, let's do this. Now you can say interface. Now I want to assign how many ports can we assign to, or how many interfaces can we assign to accounts office? Can someone tell me how many from the first one?
Six.
Like 6. So just say interface. Okay, you say interface. Then you say range. Okay, say interface range. Then you say first Ethernet. Then we are starting from the first computer or the first port of this switch to the 6th. So we can say 0/1. That's the first port or the first interface to the 6th one, like this. This is the command. You are assigning these interfaces from the first to the 6th one to VLAN 10, which is for accounts people. you want these accounts guys only to use these 6 interfaces to connect their computers and share information or resources only within their department, not crossing to admissions or quality assurance or to dean's office or to admin. Sorry, I think my network keeps disturbing. I don't know why it disconnects. I think there is traffic. So this is the command. You say enter. Are we together? Then you say switch port.
No, sir, I'm not seeing the screen.
I've shared already.
I'm not seeing anything.
It's coming. Yes.
I'm not seeing anything. I'm only seeing S on now.
It is loading. You can hold on. It is loading. It is loading. Why is it not finishing? It's supposed to. It has shared now. Okay.
Yes, I see it. I see it.
Okay. So switch port mode
But
access.
the audio is not good.
Yes.
The audio is not good.
The audio. Things are not easy. Try to the network also. I don't know. Now you can hear me. I don't know. Can you hear me? Yes.
We can hear you, sir, now.
Hear you now.
Okay. So we have this. I was here. This is the command that we have that help us to group or to show the interfaces that we want to assign to a certain VLAN that has been already created. So this is the command, and then we say switch port mode access. Then you say enter. Then just say switch port mode access. Switch port access. Okay, like this. Then you show the VLAN that you want to use in this, or that you want to assign to these different interfaces. In this case, it is VLAN 10 for the accounts office. That's what we have said. And you show, or you put the number here. You don't need the VLAN name, no. The number is enough. So you say enter, then you can do exit. Okay. So after this one, now you can, how many computers now can we assign to quality assurance? We have 24 ports. Actually, we are assigning these different interfaces to these different VLANs. We have few computers, but still, after assigning these different interfaces, you can still bring more computers and connect them. Okay, they will automatically work because you have already configured those interfaces or those ports. We are configuring ports or interfaces of this switch. So here, now we can say interface range. We are now for quality assurance. How many can we use? How many? We can give it like 8, okay? Like 8 computers. So interface range, we can say 0 / we stopped at the 6th one. So you have to show, or you have to start from there. Now from the 7th, 0 / 7. Okay, the 7th interface. So you say 2, 13. Those are 6 when you say 13. So when you say 15, for example, then they will be 8. So you can say 15. Okay. Sorry. You can say 15. You say enter, then you say switch port mode access. Then you say switch port access VLAN 20, which is for quality assurance. VLAN 20. Then you say enter. You exit once. Then you can go for the last one, interface range. Then first Ethernet. Then you can say 0/. This one we can give it like the remaining ones, or like 7. You can say 0/16. Then you say 2. Let's say 23. Okay. So you say enter. Then you can say exit here. Then you say you want to check now to see whether your VLANs have been given to these, or you have assigned these different interfaces to your VLANs that you created. Okay. So if you say do show VLAN, they're going to be showing you those different VLANs that you have created. Now, what we have done at the end, I said quality assurance, accounts office, then admissions, which is VLAN 30. What did I type here? It is VLAN 20. Then this one is, I'm supposed to show the VLAN here. Have we seen this? Before here, I'm supposed to say, okay, switch port, mode, access. Then I say switch port, access, VLAN 30. I say enter, then I do exit. Okay, like this. Then that's when I can check to see whether my interfaces are assigned to these different VLANs. So you can see now it has gone there. Now you see we have accounts office here assigned to the first port, the second, the third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. Then that is for accounts office. Then the quality assurance to these ones also. Okay, the 7th to 15th here. Then admissions office, VLAN 30, also assigned to from the 16th to 23rd. Now the remaining one and the gigabyte Ethernet interfaces here, they have remained with the default VLAN. Okay, they have remained with the default VLAN. Those are the remaining ones. Okay. So from this one, have you got this one? Have you got it? Those who are following and those who have personal computers and who are trying to practice. Are we together? Yes? Or I go back? Please unmute your microphones and talk to me. Unmute your microphone.
Go back.
Should I go back? Should I go on? Where are you?
Go back.
To where now? Tell me. To where? Okay, let me try to explain from this end. We created the VLANs here. Okay, creating these VLANs, these different VLANs. We have only 3 that we have created, and creating these VLANs, the commands are very simple. Just you say VLAN. If you say enable, then configure terminal, then you say VLAN 10 or VLAN whatever that you want to create. You give it any number, then you give it a name. You can say name, then you write a name there, don't space the name, then you exit. You can create any number that you want of these VLANs, as long as you have enough interfaces that you want to give to. Because if you have, let's say, 24 interfaces on your switch, now you can't create the VLANs which are more than the interface that you have on your switch. Okay. Then after creating those VLANs, you come and you try to assign these interfaces to the VLANs that you have created here, those VLANs, because those interfaces, they come when they are assigned to the default VLAN. All of them, they are always assigned to the default VLAN, which is VLAN 1 here. It's the default VLAN. And all these interfaces are always assigned to the default VLAN. This one you are seeing, I did this or assigned this interface to VLAN 10 before here. That's why it is showing that it is assigned to VLAN 10 for accounts. That's why it is there. I already assigned this VLAN to this one. This VLAN to interface 0/1. So, but it comes when all these interfaces are assigned to the default VLAN, all of them. So after creating those VLANs here, you can come and start my network. My network is becoming another problem. So we are here. After creating these different VLANs, then you come and you start assigning these different interfaces to these created VLANs already. And the commands that we use that are the most important ones, they are here. Interface range, the first Ethernet. You show the VLAN from where you want to start and to stop from. You want to use how many interfaces, or you want to assign how many interfaces to a certain VLAN on a switch. You are saying there are 6. So you should show it from here and say, I'm assigning this number from 01 or 0/1 to 10 or to 5, whatever that you want. So you are showing that all these interfaces should be assigned to Sorry. I don't know what we shall do. Whether we shall try to change the time of this class, I don't know. Okay. So I was saying that we assign this number of interfaces to this VLAN, and then another number is here from 07 to 15. Those interfaces also assigned to VLAN 20 that we created, which is for quality assurance. Yes, then we have other interfaces assigned to VLAN 30, which is for, it is here, which is for admissions office from the 16th to 23rd. They are here. Okay, so when you try to check those interfaces that we have assigned to different VLANs, just say do show VLAN, and I'm going to display down here. And you'll see that VLAN 10, or interfaces from 1 to the 6th one, they're assigned to accounts office, which is VLAN 10. Then VLAN 20, we have quality assurance. We have this number of interfaces also assigned to this VLAN, and then the admissions office also have this number assigned to its VLAN. I've said we assigned interfaces, or we assign these different interfaces to the VLAN or the ports. These interfaces are not computers, no. They are ports, or they are network interface cards. on a switch. You can do this even when you don't have no computer connected to a switch. Just you need to have a switch when it is on. Okay, you connect it to the computer and then you do these configurations. You don't need to have any computer on your switch when you are doing these configurations of VLANs. Okay, so that's why we have these interfaces assigned to. We are not assigning, or we are not assigning these computers directly to VLANs. No, we are assigning interfaces on this switch that we have. Okay, so now I want us to see. We have not yet finished. We now have to assign IP addresses to different VLANs. Okay, you assign IP addresses to different VLANs. Then after that, you assign IP addresses, or you give IP addresses to your end devices or your computers. Okay, we want to see how it works. So you can say we want to first assign IP addresses to different VLANs. Click on your switch. Okay, the command line interface. Okay, so you say interface. You say VLAN. You show the VLAN that you want to give an IP address. We are starting with VLAN 10, which is for accounts. You say enter. Okay, then you say IP address. Okay, say IP address. Then you try to show the IP address. You can use this class 10.10.10. You can say .1. We give the subnet mask of class C network, then 255.0. And say enter. Then just exit. There's nothing like no shutdown. Just say exit. So this IP address, it is assigned to VLAN 10. Okay? Assigned to VLAN 10. So you bring another one, then you say interface. Interface. Then you say VLAN 20, which is for quality assurance. Then you say IP address. You can say 10.10.20. You can have it like this. You have VLAN 10, you have VLAN 20, you have VLAN 30. So the second last figure of your IP address here, you can always use that VLAN number that you have. Okay, 10, you can say .20.1, then you say 255.255.255.0. Say enter, then you exit. Okay, then you can say you bring another VLAN interface, VLAN 30. Then you say IP address. You said 10. Okay, .10.30.1.255.255.255.0. Say enter, then you say exit. Okay, this is what we have done. So if you want to check and see whether you have successfully assigned these different IP addresses to your VLANs that you have created, you say show. It's going to work. Show, and say is show interface. What is the command? Can say show IP interface. interface brief. Let me see whether it will work. No. Let's wait. Show IP interface brief. You want to check and see whether your IP addresses have been assigned to your different VLANs. It is here now. Sorry. So I was showing you this, that we have, it is here, that we have these different VLANs here, and they have their IP addresses that we have assigned to them, these ones, okay? These ones. So now, we have checked already, they are there. We have created VLANs. We have assigned the interfaces to these VLANs. We have assigned IP addresses to these VLANs. And now we can assign IP addresses to our computers. And we see how it is going to communicate. Okay, so they are here. We've checked. Now we can go to our end devices. PC0, you can click on it. Okay. You go to desktop, you go to IP configuration, you go to IP address, and then you say 10.10.10.10. Okay. PC0 is assigned to VLAN 10, which is for accounts, isn't it? So the IP address, or the default gateway of our PC here, of this VLAN, it is going to be the IP address of our VLAN 10. So we have 10.10.10.1, which is our IP address of our VLAN 10. So here we can change and put any other figure. We can say 2 or 3. Then you say the subnet mask. Then here you can come and say 10.10.10.1. Are you getting me? You have got to first know where PC1 lies in your network, to which VLAN. Because if it is in a different VLAN and then you bring different figures here in this IP address, it is not going to work. So we know that PC1 is assigned to, or it is connected to, first Ethernet 0/1, which is the interface number. And that interface number is assigned to VLAN 10, which is for accounts office. And the VLAN 10 has this IP address, which is 10.10.10.1, which is going to be the gateway of our PC. Now here, we have to give it its figure here, the last figure of this IP address of the PC. We can maintain the 3 figures here, and then we change the last one. Are we together? Yes?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
You've got me. I don't want you to get confused. PC0, it is assigned, or it is connected to the first Ethernet interface 0/1. And in our range, when we are grouping our interfaces, we started with the first to the 5th one, assigned to accounts office, which is for VLAN 10, isn't it? And we assigned this IP address, which is 10.10.10.1 to VLAN 10, which is for accounts office. Here we maintain the same IP address, and we change the last figure here of the IP address, and we can put any other figure. Then we bring this IP address of the VLAN 10 as the default gateway of this PC in the same VLAN. I don't know whether we are together. Are we together? Yes? Are we together, guys?
Yes, sir, we are together.
Okay. So the mistake that we have done here is that I have grouped these different computers here. And now when you look at this interface, are you getting my screen? Interface 0/7. Interface 0/7, it crosses to a different VLAN. Are you noticing that? Are you getting my point?
No, sir, I can't get that point.
Let me explain like this. Now, before I tried to group these different end devices, okay? I'm trying to explain the mistake that we have done. Now, we want to have interfaces from the first one to the sixth, or for one VLAN, isn't it? That they can only communicate together, not crossing
sir.
to any other department. From the first one to the sixth one, okay? Now, according to my grouping here that I did first, this one, this accounts office, the blue computers here, the third one here, it is okay because it still falls under our number of interfaces here, which is the fourth one here, okay? For this PC3. But this one, the sixth one, it won't work because it is crossing to a different VLAN now. You see, explaining some things on computer when you are not is sometimes a bit tricky, but I don't know whether we shall have a live lecture, a physical one, I don't know. But okay, anyway, let me do this now, because I think what I'm trying to show you, it is beyond, it is going to confuse you more. I'm going to do this. I just bring this one and I put it here, okay? And I can give it this PC. Let me try to reorganize. Let me reorganize, because they're going to confuse us. Let me reorganize. But even if I reorganize now, it means you, when you're going to do it that side, it's going to also disturb you more. Let me leave it like this, but now I'm going to change how we are going to do it. Let me just leave it like that. But now what we shall do, what I want you to know, we are going to remove these ones. Let me see. Okay, so we can now do this. We can say this is accounts. We can say this is quality assurance. We can say this is admissions. Okay, this is now going to be easy for you guys to understand. So we can say we want to have these computers, these ones, communicating. I've done this because we've said we have these interfaces assigned already to different VLANs. Here, the first VLAN, which is supposed to have 6 computers, it has only 3. It has now the remaining 3 interfaces without any connection to any computer. Okay, are we together? Like these ones now. With accounts also, we're supposed to have 6 computers. Okay? Are you getting my point? Yes? Yes, guys, are you getting my point? Yes, please. Unmute. I want to know whether you are getting what I'm explaining, because if you can't get it from here, it means you're not going to do it that side. And I told you, we are only going to do 2 exams that I'm going to consider. The practical exams in class about the configurations. Whatever we shall study, I'll bring it in an exam. And then the chapter exam, the final exam. I activated for you those different questions, different exams that you can have time in your groups, and then you discuss those questions. Just discussing them. Don't say I want to sit around and then I get 100, I copy and paste. No, it won't help you because I will not even see there. I will not even check what you have done. No. Just, you can be in a group, you just use one computer, you open an exam and you discuss those questions. You answer and then you understand. Then you prepare for the final exam. Okay, the final chapter exam. So we shall do that exam in class, in my presence. You open only one tab, you start answering. There's nothing like copying and pasting. So if you have not been, practicing and revising these questions and discussing those questions in your groups, you get a 0. So here, what I'm explaining, I want you to understand, and at least also do something. Get your computer, so that when we go for practicals, the hands-on, you have the knowledge, you will not be disturbed and you'll be knowing things easily. Just connect a computer to your switch, we switch it on, I show you those interfaces physically, I show you how you to do those configurations or to have those changes on your switch. It's just about changes, it's just about setting your device. You have your phone, you bought your phone and you want to set it properly. You say that maybe they may hack my phone, or someone may try to forge my password. Let me put a strong password. Those are the things that we do. Just simple things, making changes or trying to remove something from its default setting. Okay. So when I'm explaining something here that, these are the interfaces that we have on this switch, and then we have assigned this number to this department, this VLAN. I want you to understand it, and I want you to move together. If you don't understand, just tell me that I have not got what you are explaining, then I go back, I explain for you. You have paid a lot of money, and I want you guys to graduate and go. Okay? So here, we have, when you check on your switch here, we have 6 interfaces from the first one, 0/1, 0/2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all assigned and 10, which is for accounts. And now, someone is telling stories here, you can imagine. Now, we have only 3 computers assigned to our interfaces 0/1 has the first or the 0 PC, then the 0/2, the first PC here, 0/3, the second PC here that we have on this. So we can connect more 3 on this network. Are you getting it? And then the same thing
Yeah.
here. They are not all. We have many interfaces of this VLAN, but we have got only 3 computers connected to it. But we can have more computers also. We connect them. The same thing to this one, admissions office. Okay, so let's assign IP addresses now to these end devices. This one already has. Then we can go to this one, and then we say desktop IP configuration. Let me first copy this. Waste a lot of time typing. Copy. So I can come to this. Then I say paste. Then I change here. I said 3 or any figure of 045. Then I paste here. Then the same default gateway of our VLAN. Okay. Then I can close this. I come to this one also. I say desktop IP configuration. I paste. I change. I put like 4. I do this. Then I paste. Okay. Sorry, then I close. So now all these 3 computers belong to the same VLAN. They have the IP addresses. Our VLAN has an IP address. It is already created, and it has a number of interfaces assigned to this VLAN. Now, when you come and try to ping your computers here, it is going to show you it is successful here. You can check from here. It is successful. Even from this one, this one, this one. So this is also successful. They are of the same department, which is for accounts office. They can share information, they can share resources. Now, another issue is here. Okay, I want you to see this closely, very closely. I have, sorry. I have this 0 FA 0/4. This computer here, which I have put in this quality assurance side. But when you check this interface here, the interface number, it is for accounts office. Are we together? Yes?
Yes,
Have you seen it?
yes, sir, because you had given the interfaces up to 6.
Yeah.
And that is
So now it means here it means you are bringing a computer. They say it is from quality assurance. You've connected the cable, you are bringing it, and it is now put into an interface that belongs to accounts what? Accounts office, which is very wrong. Okay? Are you getting me? So
Yes, sir,
now
we
what
can
you
get
can do,
Yes, sir.
or what we can do, you can just remove this. Don't worry about what all these changes I'm making. It is very simple, because they cannot make or they cannot affect what we have already done. There's nothing like affecting them. So we can, okay, let's put back these machines. I'll show you how we can do it. I suppose to only remove the interfaces. So you can always, you can bring these connections, and then you click on this. So when you come here, you choose now the interface that belongs to this VLAN, quality assurance. Okay? So it is from the 7th, isn't it? Okay?
Yes, from
Yes.
the 7th to the 12th.
So you connect it like that. Now you say like this. Okay? It means now, let me connect another one. You say this. The 8th, it is here. You do this, you connect like this. Now you get another one. It is from 9th here. You connect like this. Okay? But remember, we have more than this. So we are supposed to have more than these computers on this VLAN, which is for quality assurance. So when you come this side now, you can do the same. For this is for what? Admissions. We have started from which interface? Which interface? Which interface number?
We started
I
with
think it was from 13.
Which one?
I thought
Oh,
like we
17.
ended on 12, so that one will go with 13. The first one will be 13 and then and above.
No, it was 16th, I think. Yeah,
It
or
was
17.
up to the 23rd.
We can check from here. No, 23rd. No, not 23rd. For admissions. For admissions. Let's check. Then you should be knowing your password. Then show Vida. So the admissions, we started from this one, the 16th. You have seen it? From 16th
Yes, sir.
up to 23rd. So here we can try to connect from 16th like this, then like this, 17th now, then we have another one to 18. Okay, like this. So this is the right way of doing it now. Okay, because you know that at least this interface, now you are remaining only 3 to have the number that you gave to accounts office. Now here also, we have got only 3. We're supposed to have 8. So we have 5 remaining for quality assurance. Interfaces which are not assigned to or which are not connected to any computer here. Okay. So for this one now, you can assign IP addresses to these end devices 10.10. We said 20, then 20, then .1. So where you say I've used it for the switch now, that for the
We
VLAN.
are supposed to use to.
Yes, that's why it has
Oh,
refilled.
yeah,
Very good.
number.
You are now following. So we can use 2 or 3. Then you check here. We can copy. Okay. So no, then put 1. Okay. Okay.
Put 1.
Yes, that is for quality assurance because it is VLAN 20. So even here, I want you to get this very well, guys. Then put 1. We do the same here. I'm happy that most of you are following and you got the things. Then we can put 1 here, the default gateway. Now, Also, these computers can communicate together. Successful, successful, like this. You see what it is showing here. So let's try to cross. You see it has failed. So you can't ping from a different VLAN. Have you got it? Let's say, for example, from this one to this one. It won't accept. From PC2 to PC11, because PC2 belongs to VLAN 10, which is for accounts office, and PC11 belongs to VLAN 20, which is for quality assurance. They cannot share resources. They cannot exchange packets. Are we together? The same thing here. It's what you do. It is the same procedure. Of course, here you've got 30, VLAN 30.1. So you have got to put a different number because one is the IP address for the VLAN, then 30.1. Let me copy this. Copy. So the same thing here. We put 3. Then you can paste this. Then here we can put 4. Okay. Then you cross. So this one also, I believe it can also communicate. You see, let me see. Yeah, successful. PC12 and PC14, they ping, or they can share information because they belong to the same VLAN, which is VLAN 10. I mean 30 for admissions, and they have the same, or they're the same on the same network. Okay, so those are VLANs, but we have done this on a small or a single local area network. So tomorrow, I mean not tomorrow, next time we shall look at how they cross to different networks or different runs, and more configurations are still coming, because if you get a job somewhere, networking job, you should be able to at least have the basic skills and the knowledge about this about network engineering. Should not fail flat, no. At least you should have where to start from. Okay. So how many have got something really? How many can at least do what we've done since we started? Yes, I said we are still together.
Yes, sir.
Cisco is. Those who have got something, put up your hands here. I want to see. Yeah, I want to see those who have got something. Who can do at least something? No one? Yes, Johnny. John has it. Thank you so much. It's so good.
But sir, you know, there was a problem with your sound. Like sometimes it could get off. There's some customer part I didn't understand where we configured those that switch, like differentiate to know that this sector will have from 1 up to 6 and the other one from 13 up to 12. I wasn't getting anything, like my screen was off. But otherwise from there, I was following. You know, your sound was really bad today. I don't know that it was network or what.
Yes.
We are giving it ranges, interface ranges, first Ethernet. According to that, the first Ethernet 0 to 0/1, then you give it up to like 6. Then the next interface range could be interface range first Ethernet 0/7 to 15, like that, by switching the ports.
Yes. Okay. Thank you so much, Joelia. She's trying to explain to the brother how it is this thing of grouping. Now, what we said, here when we were trying to do this, let me see. Of course, these configurations, they disappear, but you show the range. You first create these VLANs. Creating VLANs, it is just say you just say after enable and configure time, just say VLAN. Just say VLAN, then you give the VLAN number. Then you can give it a name. Say name, any name that you want to give it, but you don't space the names. So after doing that, after creating those VLANs and you have them with you, assigning these different interfaces to those VLANs is very simple. Like you see, we have VLAN 10, it is for accounts office, and it has these interfaces that we have here. Now, the commands, they're very simple. Then the first one, it is interface. Then you say range, you just say, write the word range, then space, then fast Ethernet. Then you write 0/ any number that you have. Let's say we have, we are starting from the first interface or the first port of our switch. We say 0/1, then we say 2, put a dash, then we put another number where we want to stop. Let's say we want to use 8 interfaces or 10. So we can say 0/1 to 10. Okay, we don't add anything there. So you say enter, then you say switch port mode access. That is the command. Switch port mode access. I said when you are typing these commands, try to use the tab button. The tab button helps you to complete the command. Okay, you can type like 3 2 letters and then you just you tap on the tab command, the tab button. So the tab button will help you to complete the command that you are trying to type. You just try it and see how it works. So you just show that range, then you say enter. Okay, then you say switch port mode access, then you say switch port mode, or you just say switch port access, then you say VLAN, you put that VLAN number. Okay, let me try to type those commands here. Okay, so they are asking for the password, and then you say configure terminal. Okay, then here you say interface. Okay, range, then first Ethernet, then you show where you want to start from and where you want to stop. Slash, let's say we are doing for VLAN 10, which is for accounts. You say 1, 2. If you want to have, let's say 15 interfaces all assigned to VLAN 10, you just say 15, then you say enter. You say switch port mode, access. Okay, then you say enter, then you say switch port mode, switch port access, then it show the VLAN, then it is 10. So if you do this, you can do exit twice, then you can say do show will it work? No, sorry. Sorry. I want to show you this VLAN. Then sure. I want to show you this. So I hope you are all following. I have said do show VLAN. I want to show you these interfaces now. Joelia, I hope you are with me. I've changed the interfaces assigned to VLAN 10, which is for accounts office. I've said from 1 up to 15th. Now you can see they have changed from 1 up to 15th here. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Have we seen it? So you just change the range. Just change, say, maybe I want to have these computers on this network, on this VLAN. I want to have these computers on this VLAN. So you can have them like that. And then if you start sending messages within those different VLANs created, you will see how they communicate and how they move. That's why I've said you may find, or you will find that you have only one switch, but you have many departments using that one switch, but they cannot share information, or no one can enter someone's information in a different department. So those who have got something, those who have tried to follow and do some configurations there, try or help your colleagues to also catch up and get something. Because next time when we come back here, we shall not go back to this one now. I will immediately connect other things and then we start looking at other configurations. Okay. All right, thank you so much. Any contributions, anything like, you know, I want to know.
I have seen it somewhere.
Any contributions, any questions?
I've seen it somewhere whereby sometimes they call them shares. They create that drive with such IP addresses, and then they call it a name whereby if a department is able to log into that drive, they are the only ones that can access that information and not to any other office.
Yes, of course, that's what we are trying to do. At least I want you to have that logic, and if you or next time when you get any other question, or you want me to go back and make some or do some explanation somewhere, you just tell me, then I can always go back and let you understand. Because if you don't understand this, and then I bring a switch physically, you not know where to start from even. But I want you to have this, then the practical will be easy, very easy for you. Because we shall do everything here. These cables, we shall do those cables ourselves, we shall do the terminations and, you know, setting all these changes on different devices. So I think let's meet next week, the same day, the same time. Is it still standing?
I think the time is okay. The time is okay,
timing is
just that
okay.
I don't know what happened to your network. Like your sound was the one having the issues, but our networks were really good.
But now it is fine. It has, I don't know why it was jumping off and on.
Actually, it seems like it was about the timing, because right now for the past 30 minutes, it has been really very fine. So I don't know whether we can.
And many people are now disconnecting from the internet. That's why it is stabilizing. And if it was at around the 11 midnight there, it is very, very, very clear.
I don't think it can work for some of us to be further.
Of course,
but
I'm not saying that we go that far, but what I'm trying to mean is that always evening hours from 7, it is always tricky. The network is always not good.
Unless you suggest that we begin at 9, which is, I don't know.
It's okay. Whatever you bring, I'll be available, even at 11. But that is far. But if it can, or if we can start at 9 and then we end at around 10:30, it is okay, because if we start immediately at 9, then we can still finish.
Guys, what's your take on this? Because
from 7, 8 there, then the network is always bad. Many people are always connected to the internet and then it is slow, it is off and on and all that stuff. But you can discuss it in a WhatsApp group and then you tell me. So when I'm creating the Zoom link next time, I can push it to the time that you will give me.
Okay, sir.
Okay, enjoy your evening. Let's meet next week. Thanks for attending. And we shall make it, I think. This semester is very short. Just have 2 months now to go. And then we shall go for the third module, which is the last one. Okay,
Okay,
thank
sir,
you so
but
much.
sir, please try to share that recording because some
Okay.
guys were not.
Okay, let me try to fetch it where it is. I was using the